Welcome to yet another Tin Dog podcast, this time talking about episode 9 of The Sandman. Things are definitely heating up. We've got one episode left after this. Now, as we've discussed in the past, obviously you've got two storylines running parallel, which of course result in one big payoff at the end, I'm guessing. So with this one you've got, Golders Green, Stephen Fry's character, taking Rose to the cereal convention. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then you've also got the storyline of the pregnancy and the ghost that's living in the dreaming. Now, if it's a dream, is it the dream of the ghost? The ghost thinks they're real. Everyone thinks they're real. So let's assume that the ghost was brought from where they were supposed to be to the dreaming by the wife who was in mourning. And it was only Rose Walker's powers that brought it into being. So is this a duplicate of the ghost, or is it the actual ghost? Or am I giving it too much thought? Too much thought? Me? Possibly. That's not important. What is important is that although you've got some development of the Sandman's character, in the sense of him having a friend now, which is nice, it's covered in more depth by Stephen Fry's character, by Golders Green, going, he's changed, he's evolved, but he's done this by just being in a big glass ball for 70 odd, 80 odd, 90 odd years. It's all a bit vague about how long the Sandman was really sort of incarcerated for. So, that storyline's going on. It's very nice. It's very nice. The car journey, the perils, the fear of the serial convention's marvellous. The Corinthian is just so, he is the stuff of nightmares. And all of the serial killers absolutely love him. It is nice that not all of the gay characters are not nice, because that just works. Gaiman's been writing characters for the last 30 years. It's as if the world was waiting to go, yeah, actually, Neil, this is what we'll have now. And that's what we got. It just is exquisitely well written and thought out and presented to us. Because they just are characters who happen to be gay or anything on any spectrum. It's so well done. Because we've reached the point now where that doesn't actually matter in the plot. What matters is the fact that there are serial killers, child molesters, and all of those people. And everyone at the serial convention is terrifying. And there is one point where you think, oh yeah, we don't, on our own doorstep. And you think, oh, in that case, this is the safest place on earth to be. But you just know that this is a bunch of people with very little self-control. I did enjoy the religion side of serial killing. That really tickled me. But it was so just disturbing that straight afterwards I had to go and watch something else, anything to cheer myself up. So I watched Mum on BBC iPlayer. And that's just quite dark. But not better. Just not as dark as this. The storyline of the Sandman threatening to take the child away in the future, that was nice. Oh yes, the child shouldn't exist. But it's not the child's fault. None of these decisions made are elegant or clever. They're sort of a hammer being used to crack an egg. But the whole of the universe is in peril. So you can see why they would choose to use some form of hammer. Stephen Fry was actually in my degree film, my animated film, where I interviewed him and got him to talk about The Secret of Comedy. It's had a few views. It is from, a long time ago. There's no CGI involved. It's all hand or puppet animation depending on which segment you watch. But Stephen did it for free, as did everyone who was in it. And that I'll always be pleased with, always be grateful for. I'll always watch things with him in. he seemed to be playing a very, very nice version of either himself, or more likely a very, very nice version of one of the characters he played in an ITV series called Kingdom, which is very good. It's nice to see him back. He's been missing from our screens for a while, and I'm very grateful he's back. And he was perfect casting. Let's face it, here's a picture from the original comic versus the character now. But the casting's been exquisite throughout. Right, I'm going to go because episode 10's coming up. And that'll be it for the Sandman. If you've enjoyed me rambling here about this, I'm sure I'll be rambling about other things at various points. So please feel free to subscribe. I might be talking about something that inspires you. It's not all Doctor Who and UFO. There's quite a lot of Doctor Who. But let's face it, I've been doing this for 1,100 podcasts? I'm sure I've talked about something you might enjoy. Right, farewell. Speak to you very soon. Be seeing you.